It's time for our daily dose of cope, and we have some MAGA supporters that are writing into their dear leader. We have some Dear Don letters, and I am here for it. Over on the Leopards Ate My Face subreddit, someone went and posted a treasure trove of people talking to their dear leader. They compiled this from a Facebook post, and I am here for it. So I am about to read to you all of these MAGAs talking to their dear leader because they're poor. Whoever is making posts for Donald Trump on his live social page put out this post a couple of days ago. It says prices are way down in the United States of America with virtually no inflation, with the exception of ridiculous, corrupt, politician-approved windmills. They have to put that in there because he is obsessively crazy about windmills, which are killing every state and country that uses them. Energy prices are falling big time. Big time is in quotes. Gasoline is at many-year lows. All of this despite magnificent tariffs, capitalized tariffs, which are bringing in trillions of dollars from countries that took total advantage of us for decades and are making America strong and respected again. Whoever wrote this is attempting to mimic the style of the dear leader, but I don't think that many people are falling for it. I'm going to fill up this whole video with as many comments as I can. This person is named Law for Trump saying, sorry, dear Don, I love and support you. It's so weird that they say I love you. I love and support you, but food prices, rent, insurance are all sky high and continue to climb. Average Americans cannot afford groceries. We are suffering more and more, and working parents are going without eating so their kids can eat. It's not good, POTUS. Pammy says, Mr. President, you are doing so much for the American people, but sir, food prices are still very high. This person named KJ, and you can see this profile picture says, I stand with Trump says, I think we need to start protesting at the White House to show Trump that prices have not dropped because Trump is being misled and he's not reading our messages to find out the truth. We just need to find a way to get through to Donald Trump because this isn't working. We got KJ again saying prices have not dropped. The only thing that has dropped is the quality of anything you pay for. Love real Donald Trump, but he's got this one wrong. Think he needs to get out and talk to the people rather than look at fake figures. Irate old man says, try and buy meat and tell me prices are down. It's ridiculously high. Irate old man is correct. Your karma is leaking says, just tell me where. Where can I get lower prices on food and gas? Because nothing, nil, zip, nada has come down in Illinois. QOE says, time for these lower prices to trickle down to the consumer. Perhaps retailers are not passing on the savings. That is the problem. Retailers are not passing on the savings. Idaho Patriot says, President Trump, gas prices in Idaho are still high. Rebecca for USA says, prices are not down here in Ohio, but we respect the process, sir. You can't untangle a 40-year mess in an instant. We appreciate you, POTUS. We got MAGA Moroccan. Okay. Prices of groceries are not down. We know our groceries and we know what we spend, and we're in Florida. Gas is above $3. That is exactly how much we paid under Biden. It did not go down. We have yet to see 250 from the baby drill. Don't freaking lie. We're starting to feel like we've been betrayed. Betrayed. F. Joey Biden says, how much longer until we see lower inflation and lower fuel prices here in the West Coast? So maybe it just hasn't shifted. Yvonne McCall says, please look into the Western states as our energy prices have increased. And in Oregon, they're trying to push through a huge travel tax with higher gas prices and a dozen other new and increased taxes. KB Tina says, dear Mr. Trump, I am a huge supporter, but this statement is not true. We are drowning in bills and high groceries and high utilities. I hope you can hear us hardworking Americans. Simon B says, I voted for you, but the price of food is definitely up and my suppliers for my business are raising prices. Your advisors are blowing smoke up your behind. Susie Walk says, nope, no price drops in Texas. The ghost of Camelot says, where, please, because the prices keep going up and up. I'm going to start posting corn. White Loria says, with respect, Mr. President, the gas prices are not down. Some food prices are down, but not at all. Dairy and meat are still high. I can usually get a good deal in produce with grocery store deals, thankfully. The small business in my town are also struggling. Material prices are so high, as well as delivery of those materials to account for higher gas prices. We are not through the year yet, but again, things are not really better yet. Pastor Luke says gas has not gone down 1 penny here in Michigan and is actually 20 cents higher than when you first got back in. What is up with that? Patriots Unite says not in New Jersey. Hashtag Jack for Jersey. C-Pain Run says lies, liar. Lubna says, Mr. President, I voted for you 3 times and I'm still supporting you. Please stop saying prices are lower because it's not true. Whoever telling you that is lying. I would rather you not say anything because we are still suffering. God is love and powerful says it's not down in East Tennessee. Food has almost tripled. Gas is higher than it was 2 years ago. I saw one would have to make $23 an hour just to be able to rent an apartment. That is ridiculous. Living Life posted this saying, President Trump, when do we get to this? As we really need it. And then he shares this article from Yahoo News that says, Trump, we're going to become so rich, you're not going to know where to spend all that money, because that is what Trump said. That is a quote from him saying we're going to have just so much money. And these people are trying to figure out, when does it come? Ultra MAGA Shell Holly says, where I'm at, gas prices are on a yo-yo string every week. Because of Labor Day weekend, gas prices shot up. I thought price gouging was illegal. Some grocery prices are down, but not meat prices. They're still up. Whoever is lying to you, Mr. President, you need to fire them. My utilities bills went up as well after you signed the One Big Beautiful Bill. And that's it for that particular post. Thank you to the person that put all that together for us. We have a treasure chest of all of these comments. But many of these people are still not getting it. They think that he is going to be working for the people. And I struggle to have any kind of empathy and grace for these people because they're simply dumb. More Motivation posted this. Y'all know I like these, how it started, how it's going. So he titles this, I'm really hurting right now. My own business has turned to Let's look at it. All right, how it started. This person named AS on November 5th said, vote for Trump if you don't want to eat bugs because you can't afford $300 steaks with the carbon tax. On October 29th, AS says, went to Costco today, had 4 food items in my cart, walked out $118 poor. Trump 2024. AS back in January 2024 says, average national gas price was $3 a gallon during Trump's entire presidency. The pandemic didn't happen until the 4th year. Nice try though, because Defender of America said this. Defender of America had made this post. It says, and again, you have no idea how fuel prices work and why they went up. 1 was inflation caused by rampant spending during COVID. 2 was the Saudis cutting production to raise price of oil. The other was the other Russian oil being banned from sale on the world market. And then AS responds with, it's Trump's fault that gas prices skyrocketed as soon as Biden took office, and 3 years later, they still haven't come back down. Oh, and let's blame Russia and the Saudis too, even though we're only dependent on their oil because of Biden's promised war against fossil fuels. So that is how it started. After this live social post from Donald Trump's account posted, AS says, grocery prices are still horrendous right now. Housing prices are cripplingly high as well. Gas is still too expensive, and I've never paid more for electricity. For many, this has been an atrocious year financially. I can't pretend otherwise just because I voted for Trump. And then after Gunther Eagleman says, it's obvious that people can't handle how much Trump is winning. Calm down, breathe, and enjoy the ride. This was in June. AS says, unfortunately, Trump's win have yet to translate into wins for the business owners I know. My own business has turned since January and was just starting to turn around before the fabulous new Middle Eastern war broke out. And then Clown World said, can the polls on Trump's approval rating be trusted? And this was April 28th. And then AS, and this is back in April, said, just about everyone I know that owns a business, including myself, is really hurting right now. Business for so many has slowed to barely a trickle. I voted for Trump's policies, and I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. But many who are struggling right now aren't too happy. And you know what? This is what they have earned because they really thought that he was going to be hopeful, but he has always been for the millionaires, the ultra wealthy, the people that are looking to buy their third or fourth house, not people that are struggling day to day. And he said he was going to do this with tariffs, and it is tearing people up. The economy is completely broken right now, and these people are still holding out hope. Anyways, that was a great compilation. Thank you to the people that put this together for us. Join the conversation. Let me know what you think about all of this. And we need to know, is this dude even still alive? Take this picture and use it how you wish. And here comes the sassy Grim Reaper. Let's see what the sassy Grim Reaper has to say about this topic.
You know, the one thing that I do find funny, y'all been blowing me up, messaging me, tagging me in videos, stitching my videos, talking about you had one job, you didn't do it. And now that y'all can't find the person that y'all asked me to do the job on, y'all keep, where is he? Where is he? What is he doing? Where is he? Why do you need to know? If Chunk is gone, let Chunk be gone. Here we go again. She on that phone. You know what, Peter? I would typically read you, but not today. It's a festive day for the humans. They haven't heard from the doll babes in 7 days, and they don't know what's going on. Well, it looks like you did need to be put on that performance improvement plan. Look at you now. Okay, now you're pushing it because nobody asked you to bring up my performance improvement plan, and you still need to watch that gate, okay? Anyways. That child, you must not have seen someone was throwing black garbage bags out the White House. They were throwing black garbage bags out the White House window.
Oh, somebody there, right? Right now, right? Oh, there go.
Oh, you know that was Melania in that window throwing that stuff out in black garbage bags. She was like, finally, I can get rid of all these stupid ads. Well, I'm just so happy to share in this moment of joy with all of you. I really feel like I got cracked last night. That's how happy I am. But now all the witches of TikTok, you guys can stop calling the helpline. We understand, we heard you, and I hope you're happy with our response. Also to the warlocks. You know, sometimes you have to remember that the internet is forever, and I saw what y'all posted and did. And just know it's saved to this phone, so